What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's staying safe. Stay at home. Wear your mask. Remember. So remind you guys of that. Some reminding, if you know what I'm saying. Well, anyways, this week it's gonna be a little different. I know for the past couple of weeks I've been, if you guys seen, I was on the drums, playing the drums for you guys, but I'm gonna do something different for you guys. Don't want you guys to get bored with the same thing over and over again. Even though I've gotten great feedback from those drum classes, so maybe next week I'll go back to the drums. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go to the keys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. But anyway, so yeah. So for this week, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the basics of the guitar, how it works. Oh, this is my my Telecaster, by the way. I know I've never taken this to program because this is actually it's pretty special to me. It has a special place in my heart, and it does not leave my room. So except for now that guys. But anyways, you guys might remember this other one that I used to take to program. And I was gonna use this. I was actually gonna use this, but I literally just snapped the string, the little string, literally like 2 days ago. So, and it's all good. That way I can show you guys of my other guitar. You guys probably get tired of that same one over and over again.
I remember that blue one from the program.
Yeah, you got the blue one. You know, my blue acoustic. I literally just ripped one of the strings the other night. So my bad. I'm gonna have to go out. Or maybe just order it online, stay at home, right? All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining in. We have a large crowd today. For those of you that missed my drum lessons, too bad for you guys. You guys are stuck for the guitar for this week. But anyways,
you can always go online and watch them on YouTube.
You can always go online and rewatch, you guys. You can always go online and rewatch. You guys can watch my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, like down below in the comments. Sorry, I've always wanted to say that. No, I don't really have a YouTube channel. But comment below if you want me to start one. Comment below. Comments below, you guys. All right, guys. Well, anyways, go ahead and get started. Don't want to take too much of you guys' time. Basically, I think I've done this lesson before a couple of times. I'm not sure. I think I've done it one time at Curlock. But anyways, I'm going to run down the basics of what a guitar is, how it works, how you play songs, and I'll show you guys some chords and probably play some songs for you guys if there's enough time. So, anyways, the guitar, as you guys know, produces sound by, I don't know, can you guys see? I can kind of see it. Right, you guys see that?
You can see your left hand, but not your right hand.
Oh, yeah, because I have the camera set up in a weird angle, so I'm afraid to move it because I don't want to drop my iPhone. So I'm going to have to leave it right there for now, but anyways, the basics to how to play a guitar is the guitar is formulated of, can you guys see the strings? Sorry, it's a little sweaty right now because it's hot in my garage, but so anyways, guitars normally for the most part have 4-6 strings.
What's up?
What's up, Brian? What's up? So anyways, they have the strings start from the bottom, they go to the top, right? So we have the smallest one down here, which is ironically, the low string down here is actually the high string. Why? Because it sounds really, it's really high, right? It's really high. But anyways, the other one, the one up to it gets a little, as they go up the ladder, they get a little thicker. Right? So you guys can kind of see that. Right? So all together, they produce sound, right? Each one has a different consistency, of course. So, and obviously to produce a sound, you can use your fingers. Nothing wrong with fingers.
Mom, I'm bringing my
But for the most part, you will need a pick. This is called a pick. And it's what you use to kind of, if you plug, right? Plug the strings. It's strong. Right? All right, so we got the strings, right? We got the pick, right? And we can go ahead and make sound just doing that. Just doing that makes sound. You can plug each individual one. Right? But, that gets kind of boring, so the way that musicians make music is off this long board called the fretboard, right? So the fretboard consists of these little squares here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. Let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom each square, right, produces its own sound, right? You can see it goes all the way down here to these little tiny ones right here. These little squares. They become more rectangles, but as you go up the board, you'll see that the squares are a little bigger up here, right? And the way that you produce the sound is you go, oh, by the way, each string has a name, right? So it goes by, there's an acronym that I use. It's Easter Bunny Gets Drunk at Easter. Yeah, I know, kind of a weird acronym, but it kind of helps. It kind of helps to remember the strings, right? So the Easter, right? E, Easter Bunny, right? B, gets, so G, drunk, D, at the A, Easter, right? Easter Bunny gets drunk at Easter, right? E, G, C, V, D, A, B, right? So that's one way to remember it. If you don't, if you can't remember exactly what the name of the strings are, use that acronym. There's other ways to name it too, but I ain't gonna go into it because the other ones get a little more R-rated, so I'm not gonna say it. But anyways,
I don't think I'll ever forget that now. Easter Bunny
But
gets
anyway.
drunk at Easter.
for the next lesson. So anyways, the way you produce the sound is you use your pick, right? And remember I was saying you gotta strum it, right? So again, that gets kind of boring. So again, you go to one of these fretboards, right? So these fretboards also have letters. Each one has a different, but that gets into really deep theory. So I'm not gonna go by that. I'm just gonna basically call it the fret 1, fret 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you can see here, these dots, those indicate the numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one has 24. So it goes all the way down to 24, 23, I believe. Forget the exact amount on my guitar. But anyways, that's one way to indicate where exactly you are. The first dot you see is with the third one, right? So 1, 2, 3, then the next one 4, 5, the next dot 9, 7. It kind of goes by evens. But anyways, the way you produce a sound is you go to one of these frets and you push down on the string and then you pluck. You see that? Watch, check it out. I'm gonna unplug it and look how it sounds. Plug it. You see that? Cool, huh? Yes. And as you go down, again, it's kind of ironic because you would think up here you go up, right? But you don't. You go up this way. Why? Why do you go up this way? Because the sound gets a little higher, right? So you go from down to up, right? So the higher the sound, the lower you go down. Again, it's one of those technicalities on the guitar, but you go down, right? So you go ahead and you pluck each, go down the frets. Right, and as you go down, right, so each time you push down one of the frets, it produces a sound, right? Yeah. So again, that's just the basics of how you would go ahead and make sound on the guitar, right? So that's cool and everything. You can do that. You can do that all day, right? You can go up and down. Right? Right? So you can go all day, you can do that all day, just individuals. Right? And again, I'm producing the sound by plucking on, oops, sorry guys. You pluck on the strings. Right? But again, that gets kind of boring too, right? So just plucking individual strings, just one fret at a time. Nothing wrong with that. But for the most part, music is composed of what are called chords, right? And so Hero, what is a chord? Well, chord. Right? So each one of these is a note, right? A chord is 3 or more notes together, right? So that's just a note, right? But when you put more than 3 together, it produces a chord. Right? You guys hear that? Ooh, pretty, huh? Look at that. So the way that I'm doing that, watch, check it out, you guys. So remember I was just individually pushing down on frets, right? Well, for this one, what I'm doing, oh, by the way, too, like if you guys see on the chart, if you guys ever go check it out, each one of your fingers is also numbered, right? So from the thumb to the pointer finger, this is the 1, the 2, the 3, and your pinky is the 4th, right? So this is what I'm doing right here. So again, a chord is 3 or more notes, right? So I have to play more than 3 strings together, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm putting the 1, my first finger on the G. Remember, Easter Bunny gets drunk, remember? So going up. So this one goes, this one's gonna go ahead and go on the G. My second finger is gonna go down on the B, on the 3rd, right? So this is how you know where, this is how we number it, right? So the first one on the G, on the 2nd fret, right? And then my second finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, and then finally down here the little one, the E, the second, my 3rd finger on that one. So together, I put those fingers together like this. I know it gets kind of like, it looks a little like funky. I know sometimes you see these guys like all these different crazy little shapes, but that's how you produce a chord, right? And so when I do that and I strum down, check it out, you guys. So here's not plucking, and then here's plucking, strumming. Oh, cool, huh? And this little guy here, this guy is known as the D chord, right? There's a lot behind that, the reason why it's called the D chord. But this guy right here, you kind of shape like a D, but that's not the reason why it's called a D. I'll explain that some other time. But again, you push down on all those strings, and you produce the D chord, right? And now check it out, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put my first finger on the A, and then right on the 2nd fret, right this time, and then my second finger on the G, right? And check it out. I'm gonna produce another chord. Whoa! You guys hear that? Right, and again, I'm strumming down. Right, I'm holding down. Right, it's very important that you hold down. Right. Right. So the D. Right. Remember that was a D, and this is an E. Right, and so that's how musicians make music, right? That's how pretty much all Western music is pretty much written, right? It's written by putting all these chords together, right? So let me see. I'm gonna show you guys another quick little chord here. This one's called the G chord. Again, very pretty. This one's a happy sounding chord. And I'm gonna go to that D. Go up to the E, back to that first one, that second one I showed you guys, the E minor. And then I'm going to show you guys another chord. This is called the C. This one gets a little complicated. With the more you play, the easier it gets. It's kind of like riding a bike, right? The more you do it, the easier it is to get your fingers. Because people go, oh man, how do you get your fingers into that position so quick? Well, again, it takes practice, right? It doesn't come overnight, you know. And a lot of people get kind of frustrated, right? And they go like, oh, this isn't easy. Well, guess what? Nothing comes overnight, right? You have to practice and be consistent, just like with anything else. Just like with the drums, just like with any other skill that you have to keep doing it, right? You don't do these things overnight, right? So in the beginning, your fingers they will get sore. They will get sore. They will hurt. It's funny because Lance the other day, he started messaging me. I guess he bought a ukulele or something. And he was saying how he was having a hard time. He was like, I'm having a hard time pushing down on the strings. And I'm like, well, don't you go to the gym every day? He's like, oh, yeah, but I don't know why, but I'm having a really hard time, you know, pushing down on the strings. I'm like, yeah, because the muscles on your fingers that you used to play are different than from when you're doing strength training, right? So you have different muscles for every little thing that you do, right? So again, just because somebody strength trained does not mean that they are going to be really good at the guitar, or that, you know, they will be able to get it down right away, right? Some people will, but that's not that. There is exceptions, and it's not always like that, right? So again, you want to go the more you do it. Right, so I'm not even looking at the guitar. I can just do that just because, again, it goes into your muscle memory, right? The more you do something, the easier it gets, right? So again, so anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys how musicians write music, right? So again, I don't want to get too much into the theory, but there is some chords that they like to kind of hang out together, right? Some chords prefer to be around other chords, right? It's not that they're chord races or anything. It's just that they sound better together, right? So for instance, the G, like I showed you guys, the G, you combine the G and the G at E. You guys hear that? Oh man, Lance, you just messed down the round, dude. Here we go, look, check it out. So G at E, and then D. Whoa, see all those chords. Of course, down here, I'm strumming. And I'm strumming every single one, right? I don't always have to do that. I can do individuals too to make pretty little sounds. Right? You don't always have to strum everything. You can be creative. Remember that your imagination is the sky. The sky's the limit, right? So whatever you guys think that sounds good, as long as it's in the right key and you're on time, you're good to go, right? So again, so we have the G at E, and the C. But check it out. So this is how musicians write music, right? Normally, they'll start jamming.
What's up, man? Hey, man.
Anybody get what that song is? How do you say it? So you could actually, again, that G, E, and G, and C, and D together produces a wide amount of songs that you hear pretty much on the radio. It's funny because a lot of the songs that you listen to on the radio are pretty much structured the same way, right? They use the same chords, the same chord progression. That's what it's called, the chord progression, to make all their music. So this could be la bamba. Oh, by the way, guys, I am not a singer, so I'm just gonna kind of mumble it. You guys can get the point. So ba ba bamba, ba ba bamba, ba bamba. You guys hear that? You guys heard of the bamba, right? La bamba, la bamba. What am I saying? La bamba.
Heck yeah.
So the bamba. Guess what? It can also be. I hear that's your birthday. It's know that's your birthday. It's Jamin's birthday. You guys hear that? See, that was a Happy Birthday by the Beatles. I don't know if you guys ever heard that one. But again, it uses the same chord progression, the same 3 chords, right? And you can do that all day, right? You can do that till the cows come home. But again, it gets kind of boring, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but for somebody that's going to be jamming, normally they like to add another one. So I'll go ahead, another chord. So this next one, it's called, this is the G, D, E minor, C progression, right? So this next progression I'm going to play for you guys consists of a G, right? A D, an E, and a C, right? So check it out, you guys. Oh, there you go, Andrew. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Andrew? I see Andrew see me. He's watching me play the guitar. Oh, sorry, that was bad. But here you go. Check it out, you guys. So remember, it's gonna be the G, the D, the E minor, and the C. Check it out, you guys. Let me see. Hold on. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. Okay, I'm not gonna sing. Don't stop believing. for the ear bleed right there. But again, check it out. Now I'm gonna do another song. Hold on, you guys. What's that song? Oh man, what's that guy's name? I literally just heard it the other day, and I was like, oh, it's using that same progression. Hold on, give me a second. It's called Oh, by the way, you guys, so you can also do that, right? So you can change the sound of the song. You can have the same chorus, but depending on how you're strumming it. Like that time, I was just going. Stop leaving. Right, I was just strumming up and down, right? But you can change the strumming pattern, and it will change the song. So check it out. Right, so just by simply changing it right there, what I was doing, up, down. Right, I was only playing 2 at a time that time. So how does that song go? Oh man, I just heard it too. I literally just heard it like the other day, and I was like, oh, I think that would be perfect because it's one of those songs that's played at UCP like nonstop all day. Oh man, what song was it? It's part of that UCP.
Is it a Bruno Mars song?
It's probably this actually wasn't a Bruno Mars song, but it was oh man, what is it called? Oh, I'm Yours. What's that guy's name? Stanley?
Jason Mraz?
Jason Mraz. Yeah, there you go. Dun, 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 dun. I'm yours.
I got Keith Harry Wall.
There you go. See you guys. Again, sorry for that ear bleed, but again, the same basic 4 chords, right? And with just those 4 chords, I made 2 songs, right? Well, I didn't make them, but I just copied them off just because I knew what their chord progression was, right? And so, see this guy right here? I don't know if you guys can see it? This little guy right here, this is called a capo, right? And you see, what's your face? The tall girl, oh God, what's your name? Oh, I'm so bad. It's another UC, it's one of those other UCP bands. The tall girl, the blonde tall girl. She just had an album come out. Taylor Swift. There you go. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's her. How do you say? She uses a lot. She uses the capo a lot in a lot of her songs because with the key to this, the reason artists use this is, again, if they want to change the sound of the guitar, but normally it's used for artists, singers that have a very high voice, right? Because right now, the way that I'm playing the guitar, it's meant for like deeper voices, kind of. But when you add a capo, you change it and it matches the same tone of the singer's voice, right? So Taylor Swift has a very high voice in a lot of her songs, so she uses the capo depending on where, how high she wants to go on the song, right? So I can imagine someone like Mariah Carey is probably using it. Remember, it's ironic because the more you go down, it's actually up, the higher you go up, right, in sound. So I'm gonna show you guys how that works, right? So, oh, there it is. Who's that? Oh, there he is. Oh, look at that. Are your fingers hurting, Lance? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and add this capo. So anyway, so the capo works by you grip it and you gotta kind of like push on it, right? You gotta squeeze it, you open it, and then you put it down on depending on the tone of your voice, right? So this next song, I'm gonna put it down on the second capo. No, the second fret. Remember, these are frets, remember? So I'm putting the capo down on the second fret, and this is gonna change the sound of the guitar. Watch, I'm gonna unsqueeze it. I'm gonna squeeze it. See how I got a little higher, you guys? Look right now. Check it out. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Have a good weekend. Hey, was that Jamie just joined, by the way? Hey, Jamie, I just sent you your happy birthday song, bro. Where you been? Anyways, you guys, look, check it out. So I put the capo here, and what it's doing is squeezing down on these strings up here so that it's kind of like somebody's coming up to me and pushing down for me right here. That's the capo's job. That's what it does. See, see, it got a little prettier. So look, see how I got a little higher? I'm not doing anything with my hand. Look, my other hand. See, look. Right, and the higher you go up, check it out. It's gonna change the sound even more. You guys hear that? How I got a little higher? We'll go down even more. You guys hear that? And it again, this depending on the singer's voice, they'll normally try to attempt the capo to the pitch of their voice. So anyway, so I'm gonna play that same progression for you guys that I was doing earlier. Remember, it was the G, the D, and the E and the C, right? And watch, it's gonna sound completely different, right? So here's a G. See, it sounds a little higher, right?
Okay.
Again, that was the same 4 chords, but again, it's a little higher, so it's a little prettier. So it's for like songs with high voices. Let me see, like the song. Which one was it? Here, let's see if you guys recognize this one. Take on,
Here.
Oh, there it is. And again, you guys, the capo will completely change the sound of your chords depending on where you put it, right? All right, cool. So I went over that chord progression right there for you guys. The basic G, D, E minor, and the C. I'm gonna show you guys this. Okay, so check it out. So we did the 4 chords, right? The same 4 chords: G, D, the E, and the C, right? Technically E minor, but E, G, D, E minor, and the C, right? So you can use those same 4 chords, but guess what, you guys? You can switch them around too, right? So I don't have to play I don't have to go by order. I don't have to go by G, E, E, G, right? I can go E, C, right? So E, C, G, and D. Whoa. Mind blown, huh? Mind blown, you guys, huh? But again, that's just the way it works, right? Those 4 chords, they like to hang out with each other, but as long as they're together, you can pretty much switch them around any way you want, right? So again, it's the same 4 chords. Again, just switched around, right? Again, you can change the sound by the chords, by the way you're strumming it, and by the way you're lining up your chords, and of course by using your capo, right? Which is another key component, right? And of course there's effects and stuff for, you know, different types of music, right? Like right now I'm playing clean, but if I put it on the on distortion. But again, that's for more heavy metal, more heavier sounding music, right? But anyways, I'm gonna play those same 4 chords, but I'm gonna switch them around, okay? So this time it's gonna go E, C, G, and D, all right? So check it out, you guys. Let me see. All right, here we go. Ready? C. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it, right? What song was that? Yep, that was the Cranberries. That was Zombie, right, you guys? So again, but a lot of people would be like, no, that's not Zombie. That was the other song, that one popular song by that one lady with the blonde hair, the long hair. What's your name? Oh God, what is? Dude, why am I having like
Taylor Swift?
Today? No. The other one. 2004. This is when I was in high school.
Shakira.
Glasses. She wears glasses. She's very spontaneous. She's very out there. The song about the card game poker. What's your name?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. There it is. All right, so a lot of people can't. Again,
trivia game here.
Yeah, I should keep it going now. Yeah. See, I know that I'm just testing you guys. So you guys do it. So again, by changing this, I'm gonna keep the same chord progression, but I'm gonna strum it different. So. Here my poker face. She's got nothing to it. your face. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Here we there it is. See, again, the same four chords, different genres, right? One was more post rock, more like jangly rock, right? The Zombie, a little more distorted, more a little heavy, and Poker Face, complete opposite, right? More poppy, more glamorous, I guess. I don't know what the right word. Somebody has a better word. Write it down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share, please, you guys. So then I'm gonna use those same four in that same order, but I'm gonna use my capo this time. See what I can find. Second on the capo, on the second fret. Remember second fret. Remember the frets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you go capo on the second fret, right, you guys? So there you go. So now it's gonna change the sound. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna use those same four chords. Right, so let me see, what song is in that key? All the other keys with the pump up kids, you better run, faster than my gun. All the other keys with the pump up kids, you better run, faster than my gun. All the other keys with the pump up kids, you better run, faster than my gun. All the other keys with the pump up kids, you better run, faster than my gun. Great back to school song. Ah, I got it. I get it. Yeah. There it is, you guys. There it is. Let me see. Again. So what do we go over? I'm going to kind of go over everything again, right? So again, musicians make music how? They put together chords, right? Right, so you can align chords. You can use 2 chords, 3 chords, 4, 5, 6. Some songs have 8, right? More crazier songs out there. But basic pop music, basic UCP music, it's gonna have your basic four chords, right? So in the beginning, right, I use the G, the D, right? G, D, E, C, right? So again, you can how the artists write music, put chords, put them together, right? Strumming pattern, remember, very important, right? Depending on how you strum can completely change the song. Remember again, your imagination is the sky, right? Sky's the limit with it, you guys. So again, the chords, the way that the chords that you use, the way that you align the chords, and of course the strumming, and of course the capo, right? So again, that's how musicians write music, right? And of course, there's other little things that they add in there. Again, remember, they combine chords, strumming patterns, and with cool little notes in between, right? So you can be like. Right, so you're always gonna strum everything. You have a cool little, cute little, right? Getting single notes, right? Remember, nothing wrong with single notes, but again, normally they'll be played in some chord fashion, right? So then, again, those are pretty much the basics to songwriting and how songs are written. Let me see, what else am I missing? I know I was gonna mention something else. Oh yeah. Well, like this entire time I've been using my pick, but again, you can use your fingers. That's right. So here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the C chord, right? C chord. Remember that chord, you guys? I'm gonna play you guys right? So I'm using my fingers, right? So again, you can use your fingers. It's gonna sound a little different, but it works really well for songs that have a lot of single notes that you have to be all over the board because it's really hard to be like. So you use your fingers. See, that's how it works, right? You guys, who recognizes that song? If you recognize that song, you get 1,000 cool points. And I guess. There it is. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's pretty much how musicians write music. Man. That's pretty much. Did you guys get the song, by the way? Bye. Have a good. All right. Bye, iPhone. Bye. Have a good weekend. How do you say? But yeah, again, that's just the basics, right, for how you write a song, right, on guitar, right. There's a lot more to it. Obviously, it gets a little more complicated, right. Again, different styles, different genres, just different type. Culturally, right? Different cultures use different string instruments, not just guitars, right? There's different types of guitars. Again, we have the acoustic, right? Which is, again, has its own sound to it. It sounds completely different, right? It's louder, much louder than an acoustic. The only reason why you guys can actually hear my my electrics because I have it plugged in, right, into my amplifier, right? You guys, this is my Marshall stack, my Pride and Joy right here. How do you say, you can do effects on it, right? You can do little, like, again, it's needed again if you need to play with the band, right? Because it needs to be louder. If I unplug, if I turn out, check it out, I'm gonna lower the volume. You guys can't really hear it, huh? Right, but when I put it back up, right? So again, different effects, right? That's distortion, more heavy music. Right, so again, that's distortion, right? Has other effects, chords, cute little effects in there. Yeah, so again, that's how electric guitar works, right? You have to have it plugged in, otherwise you won't be able to hear it, right? Another reason why I don't take it too seriously is you won't be hearing anything. So that's just that's the basics to you guys. Dang, what time is it? I don't know if we have time to play a song for you guys. If not, I can always save it for next week. But again, that's just the basics of the guitar.
Good job, Hero.
Thanks, Andres. Like I said, I know I was getting a couple of, sorry, I didn't get to read you guys' chats because it's really the way that I have my, ooh, I got a lot of chats. Ooh, I got a lot of chats. Ooh, who's going to Reno? Ooh.
Melissa.
Sure.
Oh yeah, somebody put Katy Perry. Is that Roar? Roar? Hey, you know what, guys? I'll go ahead and learn it for you guys, okay? So what I'll do, if you guys have songs you guys want me to learn, I'll go ahead and jot them down. I'll learn them for you guys, and the next time I'll play it for you guys. How does that sound? Is that cool? You know, like how we do. Nice. You know how we do with the drumming? I first taught you guys a little bit, and then I played for you guys. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm not as proficient in the guitar as I am with the drums, but I will learn it for you guys. So if you guys have any songs you guys want requested, comment and
Since
subscribe below,
84.
you guys. Comment and subscribe below, you guys. Like, share. Yeah. Again, that's pretty much all I had written down for you guys today. But
Well, good job.
thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks for
I
class.
appreciate you guys joining me. We had a big class today. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope everyone's staying safe. Please remember, wear your mask, right? If you can't stay at home, right? I know over 15 people that already have the virus, and a couple of them are in the hospital still. One of my friends, his work, like 10 people got infected, and 3 of them are in the hospital coughing out blood. So it's serious, you guys. So please be safe, be careful, and yeah, stay safe.